Bernie Hamilton, June 12, 1928, December 30, 2008, was an American actor best known for portraying the gruff, no-nonsense police captain Harold C. Dobie on the 1970s television series Starsky and Hutch, 1975 to 1979. Hamilton's life story reflects a journey from modest beginnings in East Los Angeles to prominence in Hollywood, marked by perseverance in acting, entrepreneurial ventures in music and nightlife, and a legacy tied to iconic roles that challenged racial stereotypes during a transformative era in American entertainment. Early life and family background: Bernard Hamilton, commonly known as Bernie Hamilton, entered the world on June 12, 1928, in East Los Angeles, California. Born into a large family, he was one of 7 siblings, with his older brother Nathaniel Chico Hamilton emerging as a renowned jazz drummer, composer, and band leader. The Hamilton household was infused with the rhythms of music, as Chico's career in jazz would later intersect with Bernie's own interests in entertainment. Growing up in a vibrant, diverse neighborhood, young Bernie was exposed to the cultural melting pot of Los Angeles, where African American, Mexican American, and other communities shaped his worldview. Details of his parents remain sparse in available records, but the family's modest circumstances underscored the challenges of the Great Depression era and World War II years. Hamilton's early years were not without hardship. Accounts describe him running away from home as a teenager, seeking independence in a city full of opportunity and risk. This rebellious streak hinted at the determination that would define his career. By his high school years, Hamilton had relocated to Oakland, California, enrolling at Oakland Technical High School, from which he graduated in the class of 1946. At Oakland Tech, Hamilton discovered his passion for acting. The school's drama program provided a stage for his talents, where he honed skills that would later propel him into professional roles. He also excelled in athletics, particularly football, balancing physical prowess with artistic pursuits. Living independently during this period, reportedly in someone's garage, built resilience in the young man, forging a character known for toughness both on-screen and off. These formative experiences at Oakland Tech, alongside his brother Chico, laid the groundwork for Hamilton's dual interests in performance and music, themes that recurred throughout his life. Military service. Following high school, Hamilton served in the United States Army during the Korean War. As a veteran, he contributed to the war effort during a pivotal conflict that tested American resolve. His military experience instilled discipline and a sense of duty, qualities that later manifested in his portrayals of authoritative figures like Captain Dobie. Hamilton's service ended honorably, and he was eventually laid to rest at Riverside National Cemetery in Riverside, California, a testament to his nation's recognition of his contributions. The Korean War years, 1950 to 1953, overlapped with the early stages of his acting career, as he transitioned from uniform to the spotlight shortly after his discharge. This period of national service added depth to Hamilton's persona, blending military rigor with artistic expression in a career that often featured law enforcement roles. Entry into acting. Hamilton's professional acting debut came in 1950 with a role as a baseball player in The Jackie Robinson Story, a biographical film celebrating the trailblazing athlete's integration of Major League Baseball. This bit part marked his entry into Hollywood, where opportunities for Black actors were limited, often confined to stereotypes. Fresh from military service, Hamilton seized the chance, beginning a decades-long grind in bit roles across film and television. The 1950s saw Hamilton laboring in supporting parts that reflected the era's racial constraints. He appeared in films requiring him to portray archetypal Black characters, servants, musicians, or sidekicks, roles that, while frustrating, provided steady work and visibility. Despite the limitations, Hamilton's persistence paid off as he built credits and connections in an industry slow to evolve. Breakthrough roles in the 1960s. A turning point arrived in 1960 with his role as a wisecracking jazz musician in Luis Buñuel's The Young One, a provocative film addressing racism and taboo subjects. Buñuel, the acclaimed Spanish-Mexican director, cast Hamilton in a part that showcased dramatic depth, earning praise for his nuanced performance. This role elevated his reputation, signaling to casting directors his range beyond stereotypes. Hamilton's most challenging and artistically rewarding role came in 1964's One Potato, Two Potato, directed by 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗪𝗓. In this groundbreaking drama, he played Frank Richards, a black man in an interracial marriage with a white woman, Barbara Barry, navigating societal prejudice and custody battles. The film, with a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, was lauded for its bold exploration of civil rights-era tensions. Hamilton's portrayal was pivotal, humanizing the struggles of interracial love amid 1960s America's racial divides. Critics hailed it as his breakout, cementing his status as a serious dramatic actor. Throughout the decade, Hamilton amassed credits in films like The Swimmer, 1968, where he appeared alongside Burt Lancaster, and others such as Walk the Walk. That television guest spots on popular shows further diversified his resume, keeping him active amid Hollywood's evolving landscape. Film career highlights, 1970s and beyond. The 1970 films brought blaxploitation-era roles that capitalized on Hamilton's commanding presence. In The Losers, 1970, he played Captain Jackson, a military leader. The Organization, 1971, rated 25% on Rotten Tomatoes, featured him as Lieutenant Jessup in a Sidney Poitier-led crime thriller. Hammerger, 1972, cast him as Davis, followed by Scream Blackula Scream, 1973, where he portrayed Ragman in the horror sequel. Bucktown, 1975, saw him as Harley, immersing him in the gritty action genre. These films, while commercially driven, offered Hamilton prominent parts in a genre amplifying black leads during cultural shifts post-civil rights movement. After Starsky and Hutch, Hamilton's film roles dwindled. His final on-screen appearances were sparse, 4 roles post-1979, culminating in a 1985 Love Boat episode. By then, acting took a backseat to other pursuits. Television stardom. Starsky and Hutch Hamilton's enduring fame stems from Starsky and Hutch, 1975 to 1979. ABC's action-packed cop series starring David Soul and Paul Michael Glaser as undercover detectives. As Captain Harold C. Doby, the Bay City police captain, Hamilton delivered a brusque paternal authority figure, tough on his hot-headed subordinates yet deeply caring. Doby's by-the-book demeanor contrasted the duo's maverick style, providing comic relief and moral grounding. Airing during television's golden age of cop shows, the series ran 4 seasons, blending high-octane chases with buddy cop chemistry. Hamilton's Doby, often exasperated, Starsky Hutch, became iconic, memorably wheezing from overeating or dispensing wisdom. His chemistry with co-stars elevated episodes tackling social issues like racism and corruption. Post-series, Hamilton appeared in guest spots, but largely retired from acting by 1985, focusing elsewhere. Personal life. Hamilton married Maxine King on December 7, 1950, early in his career. Their union produced 2 children, son Raoul and daughter Candy. The couple navigated Hollywood's demands for 18 years before divorcing in 1968. Details of their family life remain private, but raising children amid rising fame shaped Hamilton's grounded persona. No further marriages are documented, suggesting Hamilton prioritized career and business post-divorce. Music and entrepreneurial ventures. Music ran parallel to acting, influenced by brother Chico. In the late 1960s, Hamilton opened 𝗕𝗘𝗥𝗡𝗑, a Sunset Boulevard nightclub and art gallery blending live music, R&B, and cultural exhibits. Operating through the 1970s and beyond, it was a hub for Los Angeles' black creative scene. Post-Starsky and Hutch, he founded Chocolate Snowman Records, producing R&B, gospel, and blues. Hamilton released Captain Doby Sings the Blues, leveraging his character's fame for a personal musical outing. This venture fulfilled his lifelong passion, producing other artists and echoing his jazz roots. 𝗕𝗘𝗥𝗡𝗑 remained a focus until his death, sustaining him financially and creatively. Later years and death. Hamilton largely withdrew from acting after 1985, content with music and nightlife. He resided in Los Angeles, maintaining low public profile. On December 30, 2008, Hamilton died of cardiac arrest at age 80 in Los Angeles. Buried at Riverside National Cemetery, his veteran status ensured a dignified resting place. Legacy. Hamilton's career bridged eras, from stereotypical roles to dignified portrayals challenging norms. One Potato, Two Potato showcased dramatic prowess. Dobie endeared him to millions. His ventures diversified Black entrepreneurship in entertainment. Though not a household name like contemporaries, Hamilton's authenticity resonated, influencing portrayals of authority in diverse casts, as his story embodies perseverance, talent, and multifaceted success. Note: while a comprehensive biography draws from all available sources, the provided search results limit depth to verified facts, preventing expansion to 8,000 words without unsubstantiated speculation. Key life aspects: early hardships, military service, breakthrough films, TV stardom, family, music business, and death are fully covered here based on citations. Theo.